2005 Saturn Vue 2.4 non-turbo. I have a few things to show y'all today that I really do not understand with this car. Alright, when I bought the car back in October, the AC wouldn't work. It was blowing hot air. So, come to find out, as of a couple months ago, maybe not even, I heard some air leaking out of one of the hoses or the condenser. So I went ahead and checked the condenser, and as you can tell, my condenser I installed is brand new. These hoses here are original, but they are not leaking, and it's not busted. I did replace the AC low pressure switch, and the diode is still the same. The compressor is the original. As you can see, that really shiny hose down there, the one that runs, the only small one on this engine that runs from there to the top of the condenser, had a hole in it. Because when I bought the car, the bottom and top passenger side engine mounts were broke, and I guess when the engine was moving, the compressor's pulley was hitting the line and ate it up and put a hole in it. Because I heard it hissing when I was adding Freon in it, and when I moved it, wiggled it, it would stop hissing. So I replaced the hose, which was like $42, brand new. I replaced it, put the original bolts in, tightened them up really tight, sealed it up, and the original stud that came with the condenser, I had to go to not AutoZone, Ace Hardware, and get a bolt that was similar to it, which is not as fat, but it's the same length, and the nut fits it, and it gets tight. After I replaced it, I had it took to a shop, paid $10, had the air vacuumed out of the system, and all of a sudden the compressor started to work, and it taken Freon. It only takes one can in this vehicle, and it blew cold for like a week, and all of a sudden I left the hospital one day, and it got hot when I cranked up to leave the hospital. And when I checked the pressure in it, it said the pressure had no Freon in it, and I tried adding Freon in it, and it's not taking Freon, and it's not engaging. Because at first I replaced this AC switch, it was causing my problem with a brand new one, and it was working fine. I double checked these hoses, there was no leaks. The bottom hose is not leaking, I didn't hear any hissing or anything, I didn't put any dye in it. The condenser is new, the brand new radiator fan is new, because when I turn the AC on when the engine's cold, even though there was no Freon in it, the fan wouldn't engage for the low speed, so I thought that my fan was bad. I replaced it, came with a brand new harness and everything, and turned the AC on again with this one to see if the low speed would turn on. It wouldn't turn on. Only the high speed would work, so I know it's not the fan. I put a brand new low speed relay, even the AC clutch relay and the fuses are good, and they were also new. So I was checking to see if the compressor was actually leaking, and I don't think it is, because if it was running fine for a week and it was cold, air was coming out, then I don't think it's the compressor, because it was kicking in fine. The only thing I can really think that it might be is that when I took this line off before, because I lost the stud that originally came with the condenser, and it was a fatter stud. So Ace Hardware didn't have the one that I had was fat. So I'm assuming maybe it's leaking out of here, as far as I can remember, because when I put the AC in it the first time when it worked, there was a hole in the line, didn't realize it, and that's why it didn't stay cold for not even 5 minutes. But when I lost the stud, I didn't realize until the day I was going to replace the line. So I went to Ace Hardware, got a new stud, used the original bolt, put the line back on. Since then, the AC compressor has not kicked in or wasn't accepting Freon. Did the same thing it did last time. So I'm thinking that maybe there's air in the system, because since I replaced the line, it has not been vacuumed out since then. So maybe I need to take it to the shop and pay $10 again and have them vacuum out the line again, and it should work fine, because it worked fine before when I had it vacuumed, and that was after I put the new condenser in. And now, since I made the mistake and didn't realize there was another leak, thought it was the condenser, it was this line the whole entire time. So I'm gonna say, if I replaced the AC cabin filter, the resistor's been changed, radiator fan, all the relays, the fuses were changed, and the hoses were changed, the sensor was changed. The only thing has not been changed was this, and the compressor. But I checked the compressor and it is spinning. I did do the paperclip trick with this, and I stuck it in the hole, both of the pins in the hole. The AC fan was engaging and it was running, but as soon as I took it out, the AC fan stopped running afterwards. So I'm assuming maybe it could be the brand new switch again. I'm not for sure. I was told that there's a possibility it could be the electrical control module, but I didn't see one on this vehicle at all. I looked at an 06 and a couple 05s at junkyard, and the 06s seem to have the climate control relays. This one don't have relays on the actual side of this or below here. It's all in the relay box. So if you have any suggestions for me, that would be great. But I'm just trying to help people out who had the same similar problem. But I did notice that my AC was working fine. But I think I should take it to the shop and spend the $50 and have them test it to see if the leak is coming directly from that stud or there's just air in the system. Hope this helps, and subscribe to my channel today.